honorary graduation ceremonies. Very quiet. The ceremony is about to begin, so please ensure you turn your mobile phone to silent. If you wish to film the ceremony or take photographs, please remain in your seat and be considerate of the people sitting around you. To our graduating students, a commemorative photograph will be taken as you cross the stage and meet with our presiding officer. Please pause to allow your photograph to be taken. All that remains is for me to wish you all the very best. Enjoy the day and enjoy your ceremony. Thank you.
Very good afternoon, everybody. By the authority of the Board of Governors and Senate, I declare open this congregation for the conferment of an honorary doctorate, 2 honorary fellowships and academic awards. Would you please sit down? A very warm welcome to this awards ceremony to those who have joined us here in the auditorium of the Royal and Dernwick Theatre in Northampton Town Centre, and those joining us online around the world, we're local, we're global. Today we are celebrating the graduating class of 2022. The past 2 years, as you won't be reminded, have been particularly challenging for us all, and I'm pleased to see so many of you are able to join us in celebrating the success of our graduates and honoraries. So to begin, I would like to introduce a short film from Professor Honorary, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
I'm Honorary, the University of Northampton's Deputy Vice-Chancellor. And I'm speaking today from the top of the Learning Hub at the Waterside campus. I'm delighted to be able to celebrate your achievements today. We are very proud of you, and what you've accomplished. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the University of Northampton, I want students to feel that coming to university, as well as giving you the opportunity to gain your chosen qualification and achieve an excellent foundation towards further study or employment in your chosen career, it's also a time to make new friends and take advantage of all the other things that going to university offers. It's been an extraordinary 16 months, and it's presented us all with challenges we never expected to face. I'm particularly proud of what you've achieved in current circumstances and of all our staff who adapted to the times we live in and did their best for you. Our impact on our students was recognised nationally when the university was ranked gold in the Teaching Excellence Framework, achieving the highest possible ranking. This is an outstanding achievement for the university, as out of almost 300 eligible institutions, only a quarter have achieved this standard. We were also the first UK university to achieve Ashoka U Changemaker Campus status. Ashoka U is a global organisation of the world's universities supporting social entrepreneurs. Our Changemaker Campus status recognises our strategy of integrating social enterprise into our student experience, teaching, learning and research. The University of Northampton is one of only 2 Changemaker universities in Europe, and there are fewer than 50 worldwide, including prestigious Ivy League institutions in the United States. In February this year, the university was re-accredited with a Social Enterprise Gold Mark. In receiving these awards, the university is leading the way in providing learning opportunities that have positive social impact. In 2020, we were invited by the former UK Secretary of State for Education, the Right Honourable Justin Greening, to join an elite number of UK organisations committed to social mobility and to supporting the government's levelling up agenda. There are many examples of this work in practice across the university, including the support provided by our students and staff to local community groups. We are proud of these achievements as complements to what we celebrate today, your academic successes. I hope you go from strength to strength. Please stay in touch with us and let us know how you're doing. My very best wishes and warmest congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Sean. This afternoon we're celebrating graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology and from the Faculty of Business and Law. So I would like to invite Dr. Peter Jones to deliver an address.
Good afternoon. As Associate Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology, it is my very great pleasure and privilege to deliver a speech to the graduating class. Despite the challenges you have faced to get here today, you've shown great resilience in the face of adversity and demonstrated an ability to adapt. These are strengths which you greatly take into the world of work, but when you return to us to complete further study. This year, there have been some excellent examples of students and staff going above and beyond in their work and studies, and I could be not proud of every single one of you who has acted as a change maker at the university, supporting the student body as a student representative or in the wider community. We are also immensely proud of our students and graduates whose work has been recognised outside the university. In the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology, we have been part of the National Major Creative Sparks campaign, demonstrating the impact that UK universities have on students' lives, and we're delighted that 2 of our graduates, Helen Kirkham and Samuel Jordan, were highlighted as part of that campaign. Helen graduated with a degree in fashion in 2014 and worked for Adidas before forming her own footwear fashion brand. Sam is a 2019 Acting for Creative Practice graduate who has appeared in hit drama Sex Education and is currently filming a miniseries with Tom Hanks. Our graphic design students, Doreen Effa and Lauren Avery, were shortlisted for the prestigious Penguin Random House Cover Design Award. Once again, we've had success in fashion, where Natasha Finley and Charlie Irwin were winners at Graduate Fashion Week in London, while Natasha was also a winner of the Textile Design category at Fashion 2021, alongside Georgie Lee, who won the Athleisure Design category. Congratulations to these and all other students who have won prizes and awards in the past year. We are also delighted that our courses have been recognised over the past year with accreditation by national industry bodies for BA Music Production, BSc Sport and Exercise Science, BSc Biological Sciences and BA Sports Journalism. In the Faculty of Business and Law, MSc Business Analytics students Bartek Glenn and Alex Kaplan have been working with Diamond Hard Services, a high-performance materials technology company based here in Northamptonshire, to evaluate the processes, reduce duplication and enhance business performance. In MSc Logistics and Supply Chain Management Programme, Cara Formanek and Maxwell Fosu both work with local company, Mole Solutions, to undertake research aimed at reducing the impact of freight movements in the West Midlands. I would like to thank Diamond Hard Services and Mole Solutions and all the national and international companies who have offered placement opportunities, bursaries to our students during their studies. Their support is vital to ensure our students can continue to succeed in their studies and in their chosen career paths. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the staff and faculties, some of whom have joined me on stage today, who have been supporting our students wherever they found themselves during the past 2 years. So whether that's in Northampton, elsewhere in the UK or worldwide, a big thank you to all of those. For those of you who completed your qualification, this is a formal welcome to the Alumni Association. The university's support for its alumni is simple. If getting a foot in the career ladder is likely to be the top priority for you right now, we are proud to offer help and support for your entire working life, not just for the next few years after you graduate. When you want to return to us for postgraduate study, you are eligible for a discount on the relevant postgraduate programs at the university. So if you're not quite ready to do this yet, enroll today. We're also on hand to offer help to help you stay in contact with our classmates or staff for our international community of the University of Northampton graduates. Our alumni social media channels are a great way to keep in touch with our classmates and stay up to date with the goings on at the university. To end, I know that you've had new experiences, opportunities, and much inspired during your studies. Whatever the future holds for you now, whether it's further study or entering or returning to the world of work, may I wish you every success. Thank you.
I call upon John Sinclair to present the Honorary Doctorate.
Chancellor, Federico Brignoli is one of the most distinguished consultants to the global fashion and luxury industry in the field of sustainability in the value chain. A graduate of the University of Milan, gaining an MSc in Environmental Sciences and Technologies in 1997, Federico has spent his career involved in projects focusing on sustainability, starting from the leather sector. In particular, he has engaged in European projects with multinational partnerships in the fields of product and process innovation, international cooperation, development of export markets, and energy-efficient industrial production. In 2009, Federico set up his own consultancy business, Spin 360. He has also worked with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, as a consultant, culminating in 2012 in the presentation in Shanghai of a seminal paper entitled Life Cycle Assessment, Carbon Footprint in Leather Processing. A frequent contributor to international and major conferences, Federico was invited to present the prestigious John Arthur Wilson Memorial Lecture to the American Leather Chemists Association in 2017. And in 2018, he organised and hosted the Linea Pele Innovation Square at Linea Pele International Fair in Milan. This is a new initiative for research and development in the leather industry in Europe, bringing together experts from outside the typical leather field, but where similar or overlapping technologies are in use which can inform innovation in both leather and fashion. He is also curator of MICAM X, a new conference format for the shoemaking industry, hosted by the most important footwear trade show. Federico is currently working across the fashion and luxury goods fields with a range of well-known high-end brands. He has been called upon to act as a lecturer in sustainability and industrial production at the SUPSI University in Lugano, and is currently scientific director of the Masters in Fashion Sustainability at Accademia Costume Moda in Milan. Originally inspired to work in environmental science and sustainability by a childhood love of the groundbreaking documentaries of Jacques Cousteau, and indeed documentary making was an early childhood dream, Federico is an active outdoor sportsman who loves diving, skiing and hiking, including a 3-month backpacking tour of Iceland in his younger days. I am delighted that Federico's family have been able to join us today to see him receive this award, and we welcome his father, Claudia, wife, Julia, son, Francesco, and stepdaughter, Sophia, to the University of Northampton too. Federico's career is consistent with the university mission to inspire socially responsible, positive change, and he embodies the ethos of the Institute for Creative Leather Technologies and of the wider University of Northampton in sustainability, international or global issues, innovation and strategic thinking. Federico, as we have just brought together leather and fashion as a single subject area, you could not be joining us at a more opportune time. Chancellor, I present to you Federico Brignoli.
I confer upon you an honorary doctorate and welcome you to the university.
Well, what to say? I've never been so emotional in my life. I remember 26th of January 2021. I was in my office and I received a letter from Vice Chancellor Nick Bedford saying that I was awarded a honorary doctorate from the University of Northampton. And the first thing I thought was, well, they must be wrong. And the second thing I thought was, well, am I already sold? Potentially yes, yeah, probably yes. But then I read a word in the letter that was recognition. And that made me think a lot of the keywords that guided me in these 25 years of career. By the way, I hope to have 25 more at least. And the 3 keywords are passion, meaning and will. I would never do what I do without passion. I would never do what I do if I don't think it means something, and if there is no will to do something better every day. And well, this is what I always say to my son Francesco, who's over there, that we need to find a reason to get out of the bed every morning. And without passion, you don't have a reason to get out of the bed. So as it has been said, yes, I've been working on sustainability. Sustainability is the future. Sustainability is the most important topic to be addressed by humans, and I really believe what I say. I also work on innovation, and part of what I do in an innovative manner is to try to teach to young students new ways of being. I always say to my students that there are no technical skills that are more important of the soft skills to be able to know how to work and how to behave and how to be a good woman or man in the future, the so-called soft skills if you want. So I just ask you a little bit of patience, give me 20 seconds in Italian. Papà? Hai visto? Grazie papà. Salutiamo Paola che non è qua con noi. We're all here, and I just would like to wish something to all of you who will get the degree today, is to find your own reason to get out of the bed every morning, and to do everything you do with passion and with will. And to do it all around the world, travel as much as you can, as we say in Italian, sparpagliatevi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Federico. And now I call upon Ms. Kate Williams to present the successful candidates from the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology, I present to you those candidates who have been awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates. Doctor of Philosophy, Lucy Atkinson, for successfully defending a thesis entitled The Impact of Cognitive Processes on Input Enhancement Techniques, studying Chinese students with English as their second language. Doctor of Philosophy, Adnan Hack, for successfully defending a thesis entitled An Evaluation of the Effects of Whole-Body Cryotherapy Treatment for Sports Recovery and Performance. Doctor of Philosophy, ADG Olamode, for successfully defending a thesis entitled Fatigue Life Assessment of Pipeline Girth Welds. Master of Arts in English, Contemporary Literature, Michael Lukos. Rachel Thomas. Master of Arts in Fine Art, Pamela Dunton. Robin McLennan. Joseph Norris. Master of Arts in History, Sophia Barnard. Master of Science in Advanced Industrial Practice, Waste Management, Laura Ayres. Master of Science in Computing, Internet Technology and Security, Igla Hoxha. Eleanor Panariti. Master of Science in Public Sociology, Lisa Pudifat. Bachelor of Arts in Acting, Alexander Mungovan. Bachelor of Arts in Creative Film, Television and Digital Media Production, Neve Burnham. Rumel Chana. Adam Greenway. Sam Hume. Kirsty Adoru. Jordan Smith. Bachelor of Arts in English, Ishibara. Bachelor of Arts in English with Education Studies, Rubaida Hack. Bachelor of Arts in Fashion and winner of the Worshipful Company of Leather Sellers Bursary Award, Amrita Chetri. Bachelor of Arts in Film and Screen Studies with Creative Film, Television and Digital Media Production, Christian Brown. Bethan Murfitt. Lillian Tunstall. Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art, Charles Cross.
Olifunke Fanai. Timothy Yao. Bachelor of Arts in Games Art, Dominique Sosha. Bachelor of Arts in Graphic Communication, Daniela Flannery. Priyam Pankania. Bachelor of Arts in History, Monique Hines. Bachelor of Arts in Human Geography with International Development, Betson Thomas. Bachelor of Arts in Interior Architecture and Spatial Design, Almas Begani. Chizola Twimpola. Larissa Eleanor Peter. Bachelor of Arts in Media Production and Moving Image, Thomas Griffiths. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Journalism, Oluwadamisi Balogun. Tanya Chirimuta. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Sports Journalism, Marcus Alley. Bachelor of Arts in Performing Arts, Sophie Britton. Megan Clark. Chloe Garnham. Nina Martin. Ella Rogers. Bachelor of Arts in Photography, Samira Salah. Bachelor of Arts in Popular Music, Emily Andrews Matthews. Georgia Baxter. Alex Dixon. James Hopkins. Olivia Hussey. Michael McKenna. Oliver Rumans. Francesca Sini. Madeline Wright. Bachelor of Arts in Sport Development and Physical Education, Monique Benjamin. Jamie Mead. Bachelor of Arts in Visual Communication, Illustration, Kaylee Kaisers. Bachelor of Arts in Visual Communication, Media Production and Moving Image, Jessie Rymakers. Bachelor of Arts in Visual Communication, Photography, Julia Peters. Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Network Engineering, Luke Addison. Bachelor of Engineering in Electromechanical Engineering, Sohaib Abbas. Tia Ward. Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, John Cablan. Bachelor of Engineering in Non-Destructive Testing, Matthew Beecroft. Adam Kirkwood. Ben Walker. Bachelor of Science in Applied Animal Studies, Holly Sanderson. Bachelor of Science in Applied Zoology, Ryan Evans. Bachelor of Science in Architectural Technology, Danelle Hernandez Frometa. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Nouf Al-Makhzouza. Isaac Boateng. Amy Hookvale. Lauren Jameson. Katerina Mark Guerrero. Katie Newry. Nina Onyemowa. Bachelor of Science in Business Computing, Web Design, Stephen Virtues. Bachelor of Science in Computer Games Development, Nathan Thomas Williams. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Eleanor Bilanin. Mohamed Niaz. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Mobile Computing, Rihanna Conway. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Software Engineering, Millie Allen. John Cross. Dimitri Gallet. Adriana Ionel. Jordan Newland. Andre Nikolai Pono. Aisha Shakil. Carlos Vieira Salazar. Jack Wood Stoddard. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Web Technology and Security, Harry Moots. Bachelor of Science in Digital Technologies, Kandaka Raman. Antonio Sanio. Vijay Tedji. Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Monique Harrison. Nasha Shumba. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Adewale Adebole. Bachelor of Science in Equine Therapies, Abigail Lennon. Bachelor of Science in Geography, Human Geography, Zara Brewer. Jared Burns. Victoria Wood. Bachelor of Science in Human Biosciences, Alana Christopher. Bachelor of Science in Leather Technology, Jingbo Wang. Bachelor of Science in Leather Technology, Leather Science, Luke Votlanger. Bachelor of Science in Networking and Security, Hashim Javed. Bachelor of Science in Non-Destructive Testing, Daniel Gardner. Bachelor of Science in Product Design, Omesh Chauhan. Oluwasegun Okuna. Alex Ward. Jack Wisby. Bachelor of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Christiana Adejumo. Mercy Apper. Brendan Besson. Christatis Constantinou. Thank you. Lemmy Macaulay. Guda Silvabanza. Goda Stibalowski. Foundation Degree Science in Lift Engineering, James Mills. Higher National Certificate in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Tarek Kial. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation from the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology.
Thank you very much, Kate, for presenting the successful candidates. And I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present an Honorary Fellow.
Chancellor, insofar as the Board of Governors and Senate of the University of Northampton have seen it fit to establish honorary fellowships, I today present to the Deputy Chair one on whom the Board and Senate have seen fit to confer such an award. Andrew Scarborough is a former Chair of the Board of Governors at the University of Northampton and was born in Lowestoft in 1957. His father studied at the University of Cambridge and grandfather studied at the new University of Birmingham at the turn of the 20th century, going on to become principal of a college which would itself become the predecessor institution of Northumbria University, so you can say that academia runs in Andrew's blood. At the age of 6, the Scarborough family relocated with his father's job from the East Coast to the Thames Valley. After passing the 11+, Andrew gained a place at the St William Borlase Grammar School in Marlow. The school's Latin motto means follow things worthy of thyself. In the past century, the secondary maxim, offer the helping hand, has developed, and it would appear this motto and maxim follow Andrew through to the present day. Andrew admits his academic interests lie in the humanities, having scraped through maths O-level, but he was fortunate to have gained a place to study modern history, a subject which is a lifetime's passion, at Magdalen College, Oxford, at a time when the university was welcoming those from a variety of backgrounds. And the colleges were actively engaged in outreach work to find talented individuals wherever they may previously have studied. At Oxford, Andrew tried his hand at rowing, but had more interest in the Labour Party and the card game bridge, and was a member of both societies. It was through the Bridge Club that he met his wife, Sarah, who was studying mathematics at St Hugh's College. And Andrew graduated with an upper second-class degree. On graduation, with horizons enhanced and a need to repay debts to his father, he joined the post office in a sorting office which included time working as a postman. Whilst working as a postman, Andrew saw an opportunity, not just to deliver letters, but to join the Post Office graduate scheme. In his application, Andrew asked to be located anywhere but London, in an area other than finance, and to start after Christmas. His first position was in the capital, in investment appraisal, and started on the 3rd of December. It was at the Post Office that Andrew was encouraged to volunteer, and noting that his then Director of Finance would spend one afternoon a week as a Justice of the Peace, a role Andrew would assume later in his career. Andrew's next role as Strategic Planner for the Post Office counters involved liaison with sub-postmasters and the recognised trade union. Andrew describes this post as brilliant, as he had the opportunity to meet many individuals and fought hard to protect sub-postmasters as the custodians of the heart of many local communities across the UK. In order to diversify its income, Post Office counters began to sell travel money, and this trade union liaison and support for innovation would stand him in good stead. After 16 years, having spent a lot of time commuting from Wellingborough, where he, Sarah, and their two children, the two daughters, had moved, Andrew left the Post Office and joined the office of Baroness Billingham, in the then member of the European Parliament for Northamptonshire and Blaby. Now, this post gave Andrew an opportunity to learn more about European issues and allowed him time to support the local Labour Party, which he has continued to do so as a councillor and deputy leader of the former Borough Council of Wellingborough, leader of the opposition of the Shadow North Northamptonshire Council, and currently as councillor for Swanspool Ward on Wellingborough Town Council. In 1999, Baroness Billingham lost her seat in the European Parliament, and Andrew became unemployed, taking on teaching and lecturing at the University of Warwick and Tresham College on the De Montfort University degree course run there. At that time, Andrew was invited to become chair of the new NHS Trust, the Northamptonshire Healthcare Foundation Trust, which oversees the provision of mental and physical healthcare services for adults, including sexual health, community nursing and therapy teams, a position he held for 8 years. During his time as chair, he oversaw the construction and opening of the new Berrywood Hospital in Northampton and an adult inpatient unit at St Mary's Hospital in Kettering. Funding changes meant ongoing liaison with recognised trade unions, and Andrew admits his successors have had a more challenging time. He continues to support the Trust in mental health hearings. His role as chair of the Trust, Andrew was invited to join graduation ceremonies as a guest here at the University of Northampton. The former Executive Dean of the School of Health, Dr. Sue Allen, approached Andrew and suggested he might apply to become a governor at the university. After an interview with a formidable former chair of the board and local Conservative councillor on the panel, Andrew was appointed and began his term of office in 2009. Andrew acknowledges his time as a governor, deputy chair and chair of the Board of Governors were an interesting journey, but he recognises his role as chair was made easier due to the hard work of his predecessor, Mr. Milan Shah. Andrew is proud of the University of Northampton and the role it plays in upskilling and reskilling individuals across all subject areas. He was also delighted to have had a share, a rather modest claim there, Andrew, a share in the Waterside campus, despite his role as chair finishing the day before the new campus opened in 2018. Andrew acknowledges there was some scepticism about the new campus, but felt having the right people in the right roles ensured the realisation of its benefits to the university, to the town and to the county. The collegiality and support of governors, which included Sylvia Hughes, who served as deputy chair under Andrew and whose honorary fellowship is being presented later today, was also vital. Alongside the university, Andrew has served as a governor and chair of the Rowangate Special School in Wellingborough, member of the board of the East Midlands Development Agency, and is currently non-executive director of Peterborough Diocese Education Trust. In addition to these voluntary commitments, Andrew is a Northampton Saints Rugby Club supporter. Andrew, what happened last night at the game? I can't quite, no, I'm not supposed to mention. Okay. Sorry. So they lost, by the way. Leicester Tigers won. For those who don't know, there's intense rivalry between the two teams. You'll get your chance back again next year, Andrew, I'm sure. In addition to these voluntary commitments, Andrew is a Northampton State Rugby founder, talked about that. He also misses the opportunity to visit the now closed Toaster Racecourse. He is also an avid ornithologist. So to end, Andrew's commitment to the University of Northampton, the town, the county, etc., cannot be underestimated and is worthy of recognition. Andrew has exemplified his school motto and maxim, follow things worthy of thyself, and offer the helping hand. And the university's mission also to transform lives and inspire change. Deputy Chair, in accordance with the decision of the Board of Governors and Senate, I present to you Andrew Scarborough, that you may confer an honorary fellowship.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly today, graduates. May I first of all say a word to the new graduates. This is your day, folks. It's nothing to do with me. It's your day. You have worked hard. You have overcome obstacles I suspect I can't even dream of as you fought on through the pandemic. I'd just like to say that for all of us who work or have worked at the University of Northampton, these days are what make our work worthwhile. These are days of jubilee, and we rejoice in your success. And those of you who've been shouting out, you go on doing it, because it's worth shouting about. The Governors and Senate have very kindly awarded me this honorary fellowship because I was able to make some contribution to the governance of the university. It's a very great honour, and I'm deeply grateful for it. As the Vice-Chancellor said, however, no individual does everything. As Chair of the University, when we planned and built the Waterside campus, I was blessed with outstanding colleagues drawn from all walks of life, and by a leadership team at the university with the drive and the vision to make it happen. It was a huge team effort, and we were over there earlier today before this ceremony, and you couldn't but feel hugely proud of what the university, not me, but the university has achieved in the campus. Not only for the university itself, but for the town and county of Northamptonshire. It's an astonishing effort, and it was a real honour to be a part of it. I want to talk a little bit, if I may, about the University of Northampton. I believe it's a great institution. It's relatively new, but it occupies a huge place in the structure of university education in this country. It's dedicated to the principle that higher education should be open to all, to everyone, with the talent and the application to benefit from that education. This is, I think, a noble and right aspiration for a university to have. Higher education is good for students. It transforms lives, it creates opportunities, but much more than that, it's good for society as a whole. Graduates out there, you're going to go out there and change the world for the better in the various specialisms that you've studied. And that's a huge thing for a university to do, to my mind. This principle of open access to higher education has been fought for over 200 years in this country. As the Vice-Chancellor said, I'm a historian by training and inclination. So I looked back England in 1822, there were only 2 universities. Some more arrived later in the 1820s, but there were 2 universities. They educated a tiny fraction of the population. They educated the rich, the powerful, and Chancellor, they educated clergymen. The students were all men. And Chancellor, the students were all members of the Church of England. So it was, you might say, sectarian. For 200 years, dedicated and visionary men and women have worked tirelessly and ultimately with great success to change that state of affairs. One of those people was, as the Vice-Chancellor has said, was my grandfather. Went to the new University of Birmingham in the 1910s and into academia and devoted his life to widening the scope for higher education. I'm proud of my grandfather. I barely knew him, but I am proud of him. Look at the situation today, and you can see just how far we have come. We all know there is still much more to be done around opening access to universities for people from disadvantaged groups. We know that. We've come a long way, but we most certainly know that with more to be done, we look to those responsible in universities now. And I can tell you from my experience that the passion, the drive to create opportunity for all is as strong as ever and alive and well in the University of Northampton. The university is in very good hands. It's been a great honour and privilege to play even a small part in the life of the University of Northampton. May the university prosper.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And now call upon Karen Jones to present the successful candidates from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Chancellor, as Dean of the Faculty of Business and Law, I present to you those candidates who have been awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates. The Executive Master of Business Administration, Mark Constantine. Matthew Crawley. Harini Dawakira. Bruno Kantiki. Narendra Panjeni. Emma Proctor. Terry Rafferty. Paul Sargent. Thomas Sims. Ewan Stewart. Ijaz Zenuddin. The Master of Business Administration, Anne Bastien Kolalalaje. Harmandeep Kaur. Christina Flores Elenka. Sandy Sims. Ashish Jivram. Abhishek Kadam. Mufida Kotai. Sanju Manjunatha Reddy. Aisha Nareen. Sharon Preston High. Daranish Rao. Amna Tariq. Bachelor of Arts in Combined Studies, Criminology, Kira Slaven. Bachelor of Arts in Law with Criminology, Marika Hall. Crystal Smith. Bachelor of Business Administration, Drishti Casey. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Thank you, Karen, for presenting the successful candidates. I call upon Deborah Mattock to present an Honorary Fellow.
Chancellor, insofar as the Board of Governors and Senate of the University of Northampton have seen fit to establish honorary fellowships, I today present to the Deputy Chair, one of whom the Board and Senate have seen fit to confer such an award, Sylvia Hughes. After her graduation with an arts degree, majoring in music, Sylvia's early career provided her with what proved to be a prophetic precursor to her focus on management development and leadership. She joined an inner-city college that worked with young people who had fallen out of mainstream education. She thought she was going to use her background in music. On arrival, however, she found out they wanted her to coach sport. Now, Sylvia had never been involved with sport before, but found herself saying yes and coached 2 girls' teams, netball and rounders. Despite knowing nothing about either sport, she took these 2 teams from the bottom of the league to the top in 1 season. She discovered that training can have an extraordinary effect on outcome, in this case, winning, and that strategy and attitude are as important as talent and knowledge. Her first corporate job was in a world that also fed one of her passions, fashion. She went to work in training and development with Alexon. Having to justify spend on training on the bottom line was a great discipline to develop. It has stood her in good stead ever since. The icing on the cake was being able to have the most amazing wardrobe. From there, Sylvia went to Applied Learning, part of the National Education Corporation, as she wanted to focus on leadership, and here she had access to the best research in the world. She worked on their truly groundbreaking programme, the Versatile Organisation, an early IBM touchscreen programme. It used world-class research to deliver training which analysed behaviours in organisations and allowed live learning on individual levels. This springboarded her career into Mercury Communications. She developed a new modular and individualised management programme for 80 first-line supervisors, which deliberately reflected the culture and ways of working of Mercury. It was designed to fit with their daily working practices. Quality leadership is more improved by experience than curriculum, so the final programme was a 7-day outdoor experiential leadership programme in the Lake District. This was an especially challenging time for many of the participants who had no experience of life in the great outdoors or of the rugged Lake District countryside. Following restructuring, Sylvia became Head of Development and Training in Mercury's corporate division. This is where her career really blossomed into innovative and pioneering management and leadership development. She put together a top-class team of faculty and training specialists with whom to design and develop a change management programme. Its goal to transform the company from a traditional hierarchy to one led by project working and virtual teams. The programme was one of the very first that integrated computer-based simulations into training. Nothing this ambitious had been achieved anywhere else at the time. Out of this came Sylvia's next steps: international travel to China, the States and Russia to deliver leadership workshops. It had a truly global reach and took cross-functional leadership and the virtual team concept to another level. When a portion of the business was sold to Siemens, Sylvia was appointed personnel director at board level. At the time, she was one of only 3 women worldwide to attain this level of position in the company. She became a Fellow of the Institute of Personnel and Development in 2000 and a Chartered Fellow in 2016. She was then invited to become Head of Organisational Development by the Halifax. She was a key member of the strategic project teams that took the transformation of the Halifax from a building society to a bank. This led to Sylvia focusing on the effect organisational change has on resourcing. To investigate this further, she joined Hoggett Brown in the city. She undertook groundbreaking research examining how strategic resourcing and leadership fit with organisational development. The result was a highly regarded report, Through the Looking Glass: Leadership Today, Leadership Tomorrow. Public service was a logical next step, and Sylvia was elected councillor to East Northamptonshire Council in 2007, becoming chair of the council in 2011 and elected to the county council in 2013. She was then invited to take the role of cabinet member for public health, including chair of the county's health and wellbeing board. Sylvia came to the University of Northampton as a governor in 2010, subsequently becoming deputy chair to Milan and then Andrew Scarborough, whose fellowship was conferred earlier. She took on the role of chair of the Board of Governors in 2018, retiring a year later. Like Andrew, Sylvia was a member of the board that took the decision to build a new university in the centre of Northampton and was still a board member when we moved 7 years later. The commitment she has shown to the development of our university has been unfailing. In particular, her passion for promoting the opportunity to embed changemaker values into every aspect of university life. As the board-level sponsor for the creation of the first Changemaker campus in the UK, her considerable contribution much deserves the recognition we are conferring on her today. Deputy Chair, in accordance with the decision of the Board of Governors and Senate, I present to you Sylvia Hughes that you may confer an honorary fellowship.
Wow, that makes me sound very organised and ambitious. Thank you very much, Deborah, and thank you to the University of Northampton for the honour of this fellowship. Whilst recognition is wonderful and much appreciated, it's also a little embarrassing and stressful. I now have a few minutes at the end of a long afternoon full of speeches, high emotion, and probably now a certain level of somnolence to inspire and engage you with my thoughts when I'm pretty sure all you want to do is head out to celebrate with family and friends. So here goes. Education is an incredibly powerful and essential element of all civilizations and could, arguably, be considered the most important tool for effecting change in the world. If you think about it, universities have always been founded to create change makers. We tend to refer to them as leaders. This, however, is where the University of Northampton takes a radically new path. You see, you don't have to be a leader to effect change, to be a change maker. You just have to be a person. The truth is, we will all go through life in a variety of roles, as leaders, as team members, as solo flyers, as followers. And in all these roles, we can and do effect change. Over time, our status will change, our impact will change, our goals will change, but the one thing that stays constant is change. So back in the 90s, I was working on an international telecom giant in management development, and I got the opportunity to effect massive change structurally, culturally, socially, and on the bottom line in one of their companies. With a pioneering management development and training program, we achieved the transformation of the company from a traditional hierarchy to one led by virtual teams. It was an extraordinary experience, and I got to see firsthand how change management can work. It's what inspired me to go on into organizational development and what drove the rest of my career. It's what eventually brought me to Northampton. Transmission and transformation are in the hand of every generation, each one of which is held accountable for what happens on their watch. You are responsible for your watch, as my generation is being held accountable for ours. Up till now, most of you have been the stars in your own show. You have been the center stage for your family, for your school, for your university. The environment around you has been focused on ensuring your well-being, your education, your future. I know, however, this is not true of all of you. Some of you have come through despite these things, not because of them, and I salute you. Now, regardless, the focus has flipped. The world at large wants to know what you have to offer it. Your future employers, your community, even your future families, they are interested in what you will be doing for them. The kicker is, if you want to know who the world at large really is, go stand in front of a mirror. It's you. By default, you will develop the environment in which you live, your work, your family and community. And it's up to you whether it's for benefit and for positive progress or not. It's also up to you whether you enable or thwart future generations' desire and ability to participate and contribute in their turn. Whether we have a salaried career in either the private or public sector, or an entrepreneur, or go into the creative arts, we tend to want the world we live in to be a kinder, more enlightened place. These days, it's normal to have expectations about social impact or social entrepreneurs and about how we treat each other. Given this, we need to know how to develop and change expectations and understand what we do to make things happen. I'd like to share some thoughts with you that I hope will help you. First of all, let me give you some context. Organisations of all sizes, including individuals, are made up of the same interdependent elements. Values, what we stand for. Strategy, our chosen direction. Structure, the system that determines organisational shape. Ways of working, how we get things done. And finally, culture, the manifestation of beliefs and behaviours. Anything you do in one element changes something in all the other elements. It may and often will be a microscopic change, but these increments are perpetually accumulating. Second, 4 homilies I think well worth noting. Number 1, life is a series of Jacobs. Get used to it. The bottom of the curve is preparatory for setting objectives. The straight line is activity for achieving them. Ignore the bottom of the J-curve at your peril. Number 2, objectives matter. A well-developed set of objectives will improve an outcome by 90%. Always ask the question, how does this activity help me meet the objectives? If you can't answer that, change what you're doing. Number 3, you get the behaviour you reward. This is regardless of who you are or what you do. And number 4, develop your influencing skills. This is probably how you can have the most significant impact on the world around you. The university's goal was to give you the confidence and skills to understand the part change plays in our lives and how to use it as a means for improvement. So make sure it's going the way you want. It's your turn. Get out there, transform lives, inspire change.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. And I would now like to invite Sue Dutton to congratulate our graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. As a member of the Board of Governors, I recognise that the past 2 years have been challenging for you, our graduating cohort, your friends and families, and the staff of the university. You have demonstrated huge commitment and determination in the way you have coped with the challenges and gone on to succeed in your studies. As you know, the university has embraced the Changemaker philosophy, making it the cornerstone of all that we do. The Board of Governors, the university management team, our academic staff, and most importantly you, our students and graduates, have engaged with the Changemaker ethos and want to be changemakers yourselves. We and Changemaker campuses all over the world are an example of a clear purpose driving an organisation to achieve long-term, sustainable change. Being a changemaker is by its very nature about the future. It is the core of what you, as graduates, will be doing to create a better future for us all. I'm confident that the university has provided you with the skills, experience and support you need to be successful and to make the world a better place. On behalf of the Board of Governors, many congratulations on your success and very best wishes for your future careers.
Thank you very much, Sue, and I would now like to call upon Beth Garrett to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Chancellor. As Vice President of the Students' Union, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating class. Meeting here today fills me with pride as we celebrate each other's achievements, the results of many years of hard work and commitment. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of the staff at the university who have fueled our passion for knowledge, offered encouragement and supported us every step of the way. Your dedication to our university experience has enabled us to meet our potential. Going to university isn't just about gaining a qualification. It's about the friends and the memories that we made along the way. We started university as a group of strangers, but over the course of our time studying here, we've learnt and grown together, made lifelong friends and truly unforgettable memories. Most of all, on behalf of everybody joining today's celebrations, I would like to thank our families, our friends and our supporters. Thank you all for helping us to make the most of this fantastic opportunity, which will enable us to realise our future aspirations. Your love and support has been absolutely incredible. So, let's take this opportunity to celebrate the 2022 graduating class of the University of Northampton.
Well, before I formally close the ceremony, I'd like to say just a very few words, I promise there'll be few, to everyone receiving an award today. I'd like to pay tribute to you for the hard work you've undertaken to gain your place at university and to go on and successfully complete your qualification. Among those who've received awards today, there are different starting points for some, different exit points too. But your sense of achievement and our pride in you is just as high, whatever the level of exit and wherever the starting point. The 4 ceremonies being held this weekend are a really important part of the university year, a rite of passage for those of you graduating. Their organisation cannot be understated, so I'd like you to join me in thanking colleagues from across the university for their hard work in making it possible for us to come together today. I have great confidence in the quality of your University of Northampton education, and that the abilities you've cultivated while studying will stand you in good stead, whatever your chosen path. Be proud of your achievement and your university, as we are proud of you. Congratulations, and enjoy the rest of this day of celebration, and thank you. Now declare closed this congregation of the university. May the staff, the students and the graduates of the university prosper.